what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, why do women love narcissists? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked, because today I'm going to go over exactly what it is about narcissists that seem to keep women coming back for more and coming even more, and to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to find out what it is that really gets us women going, really gets us women hot, or another one of my videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button with the notification bell. Okay, so you've probably been seeing a lot of Instagram memes as of late, or Instagram memes as of late, talking about we women, or talking about us women. Oh my god, like he's such a narcissist, he's such a fuckboy, oh my god, why am I always down to slob his knob? Well, the reason being is that because narcissists really do portray themselves and come off as the strong, confident partner that we women are looking for. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say this, our bodies do not know that we are not in caveman days anymore. Our bodies still think that every time we open up our legs, it's because we want to further the species. So we women, when it comes to looking for a mate, we're looking for a guy who can protect us after we open our legs, because we're gonna be a little preoccupied for a couple months, a little incapable of fending off pirates and T-Rexes and shit, and we need to know that you can be able to do it. And luckily for them, narcissists very much know how to fake it, even though they could never make it, because they're narcissists and only care about themselves. They don't care if they get her knocked up and she gets eaten by a hippopotamus, which is actually a very underrated animal. So let's cut right to the chase. The first reason we women are so obsessed with narcissists is because of their self-absorption. I'll tell you right now, everybody, you know, we're all aware that people who are self-absorbed and selfish and arrogant, they suck, right? However, to us women, at first glance, men who are self-absorbed look like they are more decisive and discerning when it comes to picking a partner, which makes us think like, oh my god, not just any woman can get him. I want to get him. It also makes them look like they have such an amazing life that they wouldn't just let any other person into it. And that's what us women want. We want a guy who has an amazing life that we can be a part of. We don't want to be any guy's life. Yeah. We want a guy who's got it going on, who can take care of himself and can take care of us and a baby if we so have one when we do open our legs for him. The second reason women are so obsessed with narcissists is because of intermittent reinforcement. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, I do talk about intermittent reinforcement a lot of times. What that is they did these studies with rats, like they do, and you know, they open this lever, and every time they open the lever, a piece of food comes out. So the rat gets to understanding like, oh my god, every time I go to this little lever thing, food's gonna come out. Well, these scientists were fucking savages and thought, what if we just like didn't put food out sometimes? So sure enough, the little rat will come by, press a lever. Sometimes there's food, sometimes there's not. But guess what? This rat is always gonna take a chance on there possibly being food, despite all the times there is no food there. So, are women rats? No, my point is that because narcissists are so good at playing games, and because narcissists sometimes give a little bit, women become addicted to just seeing if there's going to be food this time, despite all the times there is not. Which begets the finding of a lot of scientists who have studied the human psyche, who now understand that one positive thing from a person in a relationship can outweigh 4 negative things. So even though this self-absorbed prick is out dilly-dallying all the fucking time, all he has to do is give her one bit of loving to last her for the rest of the week, and then she's hooked. Constantly seeing if there's more loving and food from the lever. The third one, which I already alluded to with number 1, but is still a little different, which is narcissists hold themselves to higher standards. So narcissists have this thing where they have to be the best. They can't handle anybody having something more or being better than they are. So it is in, again, this super discerning, super selective lifestyle that women will look at this guy and be like, oh my God, he only like eats steak and not McDonald's. I want to prove to him that like I'm the steak and not the McDonald's. Granted, all of you guys should hold yourselves to high standards always. There's too many of you just going for girls because, oh, I think she likes me, so I think I like her too. No, you should always have high standards. If she doesn't meet your standards, you should tell her to fuck off already. And it is because narcissists always do this that we women go all hungry, hungry hippo on them. Number 4 is a little interesting because most men won't see other men, narcissists specifically, doing this, but narcissists have an extreme need for validation and will do anything to get it. Okay, because narcissists want to be so admired and shit, they'll do something called love bombing, which I've talked about before on this channel, which is where they'll basically implode her life with all this beautiful bullshit to be like, look how much I love you, girl. Flowers, dinner, compliments, good morning, how are you? Good night, thinking about you. Narcissists know that the key to a woman's heart is making her feel good, so they will in the beginning front load all the feelings and shit. So while seeming self-absorbed, they will still have the time to be super fucking romantic, where these women will think, oh my God, like I know he's like a busy, hardworking guy, but he still finds the time to like obsess over me. I must be special. Which then brings me to number 5, which is they gaslight like a motherfucker. So they are able to gaslight. If y'all don't know what gaslighting is, it means somebody who evades responsibility and accountability by making the other person look like the problem. For instance, anybody says something like, you're just too sensitive, or even, I didn't do that, you're crazy. She fell on my dick. And narcissists are so good at this because they front load all this love and because they love bomb, they can get away with saying, you're crazy, I would never cheat on you. Look at how much I love you and all these gifts I get you. So they can wriggle their way out of any problem. They can do no wrong. And it is in that vacuum that women have to sit and think to themselves, well, I guess he's right. I must be crazy because he's so nice. Right? Which then brings me back to the intermittent reinforcement where women are like, all right, I guess he's like maybe treating me shitty, but he also does all this other good stuff. I said it before and I'll say it again. We women, we are so happy to throw all rationale and logic to the wind for the sake of our feelings. And the last one, which you're probably already well aware of, is narcissists are so charming. Now, they're charming due to their mental illness. However, if you want to learn how to be a charming, smooth motherfucker to all the women that you actually want, to get in a place to hold yourself to the high standards of women that you actually do want for yourself, as opposed to just settling for the scraps, don't forget to check out my Speak to Spark Arousal system, which teaches you how to be universally charming to everybody without having to fake it the way narcissists do. Again, Speak to Spark Arousal at speaktosparkarousal.com. So narcissists can mold themselves to anybody they're speaking with. They're essentially con artists. They know how to change exactly who they are to anybody's liking, especially women. Because really, they don't have a real personality. These are hollow human beings, so they can be whoever we want them to be. And again, that in turn gets women super obsessed. Now, I don't know if you guys have picked up on it. With all these traits, they can only hold for so long. Most of us can't be fake for longer than a month, to be honest, which is why women nowadays are so obsessed with looking up whether dudes are narcissists, because women don't want fake ass motherfuckers anymore. We just want to know who you really are at your core to see if we can actually get along, if there is actually chemistry. And if you know you don't want to be a self-absorbed, mentally ill person to get and keep the women you want, again, don't forget to check out my Speak to Spark Arousal system, where I do talk about the different ways that you can bring out who you really are, because I know you are not a hollow human being, to see what women you can create chemistry with, or to see what women you want to create chemistry with, because not every woman is going to be worth it. I promise you. So these are the reasons women are obsessed with narcissists. You don't have to be one. Please don't be one. In fact, if you're watching this, I know you aren't one, because narcissists don't think they need help from YouTube. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.